What's up, people? Luis here, back with Green Zebra Gardening. Today is a very lovely day, but it was a little chilly, at least for Southern California. I don't know, 60s, 65, I don't know, I'm terrible. Anyways, I'm going to give you a quick garden tour. We just did a refresh on it yesterday over the weekend. We finished pulling out some plants, we cleaned it up. I mean my oldest and I, and my little one helped, the youngest helped a little bit. Anyway, so we pulled out all the plants, we cleaned it up. Then yesterday we finished topping off the beds, mixed in the soils, mixed in some fertilizers, which I will put down in the description below. They're from Down to Earth, the BioLive and the all-purpose food. I don't remember what the BioLive has on the front. I think I'll show it to you if I remember. I think it has a carrot on the front, and the general all-purpose one has a giant tomato on the front. We're not growing tomatoes because it's the fall/winter garden, but that's what's on it. Anyways, I will put links to all that below. I'll drop them in for Amazon and the local spot I got them at, just because it's local to me. So if you're local, go hit that up. Anyways, we did put up the trellises were already there from the watermelon, the cucumbers, and what's the other thing? And the cantaloupes, the watermelons, and the cucumbers. Anyways, so I went ahead and just put these up. I'm gonna take some photos. Let me flip you guys around. All right, there we go. Also, if the sound doesn't sound all that great, it's because I don't have my external mic on the phone. Yes, I shoot on my iPhone, iPhone 12 Pro Max. If you didn't know, I mentioned that in the video when I came back to start doing this again. Anyways, I started another video and I never finished it, and so I said, you know what, I should still do an update on the garden anyway. But this is the sea bites, the bright orange pieces you see here, and I just added twine. So let me show you real quick what I did on the first one. So this is the first one we did. That's why the peas are already halfway up. These guys have shot up. So on these, I basically just went up and down, wrapped it around this thing. But on the other ones, on the new ones we just put up yesterday, I mean, the things were up, we just hadn't put anything on them. Let's do it on the other one, because on the other one, here we go. This one you can actually see it a little better. So we started this one up here. We started with it's just regular twine. Ran it all the way to the bottom, and then on the bottom one, we went ahead and just hooked it on there. And yeah, you can still run it underneath like you did on the other one. You don't have to have it, but it just made it a whole lot easier. And then basically you just have them offset to where it goes straight down, straight up, straight down, just, just enough diagonal to move it over, and that would give you the proper spacing. And so then I did that on this trellis, on this trellis, on this structure, and on this one. So this one had the melons, this one had the watermelons, and then this had the cucumbers. The first melons were cantaloupes, in case you're wondering. Hale's Best, we finished those. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen those. Hale's Best, we had a bunch of them. I was just waiting on the last one to be ready so I could go ahead and pull everything. But the only plants I did put in are the calendulas, which we are alternating. Where are we? This one. So we're doing 4 per bed. We're alternating the yellow and orange. And then from the successful, I don't know what you want to call this, sweet potato bin, we went ahead and just pulled them out and just dropped them right in. I usually root them in water first. You just clip them off, but with these, if you pull them because they're all alone, let me do this. Then on this one, actually, you know what? This is actually a small chunk of potato. So this one, I can actually just go ahead and, no, I didn't have this planned out. I just kind of did it. But you know what? Let's put it over here. In this case, we're just going to go ahead and drop it in. Drop that in. Just, you know what? We're going to cut that one off and we're going to cover it up. And that's it. Because that one already has roots, it should be okay. I think I've done it that way before, but it really, it's worked. It just depends on, I think, the weather. I think we're supposed to get warm back up this weekend into the 80s. But that's what I did. So I went ahead and so the only like actual plants that I put in are the calendulas, at least yesterday, and the these guys, the sweet potatoes. Everything else, there's a leftover bean from the summer that hadn't germinated, and it just came up right there. See, I already got my fingers dirty, and I've only been home for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna try and finish this real quick. But basically what we did is I just took a bunch of the old seeds. I mixed in all the, all the lettuces and all the stuff that you can eat raw. Mixed them all together, different years, different varieties. Mix them all in, filled them in. Grab the next one. The next one I think was like different kinds of greens, like greens you can actually cook. Although spinach can go in either one. But I think I put spinach and chard in there. Mix them in. I think another bed we also mixed in. Actually, I think we did them for most of them. We mixed in the radishes, the beets, and carrots, I think, into all 4 of these beds. Actually, sorry, 7 of these beds, because this is the only one that was done. I think they all got radishes, radishes, carrots, and beets. Except for this one, because this one only got greens, because this one doesn't get full sun all day. So I don't know how well they would do. But everything else got the roots. The only thing we changed is the greens that went with them. So on some beds, it's all lettuce, and I tried to alternate them, if I remember correctly. And then, let's say this bed is all lettuce, and everything in the lettuce family that you could eat like lettuce, you could eat it cold. And the next one, it was like your cooking greens. We went back to lettuce, we went back to cooking greens. We skipped this one because, again, it was already done. This one, I think I mixed in some lettuce, but there was already kale in there. So I left that alone. I left the kale alone. And then on the other one, either, like I said, cooking greens or lettuce greens. And I think in that container back here, I think it's lettuce. And the calendulas that were left over. And the sweet potato you just saw me put in right there. This is my yucca cassava. I don't know if I shared it on here, but over on Instagram I've been showing my worm bin. And so we've been throwing all the scraps in there. I've been harvesting worm castings, which that's the one thing I didn't top these beds off with, which I probably should. I'll probably just top dress the plants as they come up to see what actually comes up. Anyways, and so I had cassava / yucca skins, the peel. I had them in there because my mom loves it, and so we had it in there. I went ahead and threw it in there to see if the worms would eat it. Well, they didn't, I think, because it's kind of thick, but it started to root, and so I went ahead and just mixed it in here. And so I don't know if it's going to make it through our, quote-unquote winter, even though it doesn't get that cold, but we're going to see. This guy is new from the last video. I hope he survives. I don't know if he's going to survive. So this is let me share with you a quick story. Probably a couple years ago now, I bought some homegrown bananas off of somebody I found on an app. And I bought up all her bananas, and we loved them so much that I told her that when she gets pups to go ahead and let me know. So she calls me up, I think a few months after that, says, hey, I got a bunch of pups. I bought a bunch of pups off of her. I gave them away. I sold them. I gave one to my neighbors, to my old neighbors. I gave them 2 for the favor. They actually wanted to buy them off of me, but I said, no, I can't do that just because you were the ones that actually picked them up. So I gifted them, I guess paid them in banana trees, I guess is what you would call it. And so I told her that whenever she got banana pups, since I'm at a different location now, that I would want them. And so she gifted me this one. The only issue is that when I brought it over in the car, I had it in the front seat. I probably should have put it in the back, and so I bent over the leaf. So I'm worried that it's not gonna grow okay, the leaf that was coming up. It hasn't died, but it's only been about a week, maybe 2. And so some of these leaves aren't looking very good, but I did feed it. So we'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much it. I'm still enjoying my Giraffe Tools hose. I will put the link in that below. These are the Snack Hero peas from Territorial Seed. These are the bush peas. There is some lettuce in there, which actually isn't doing all that well. I'm not sure what's going on. We have a volunteer sunflower. we have our compost bin, which I've added some worms in there just to help with that, because I just don't think they're big enough to be able to break down. I think that's what the issue is with that. We still have some peppers hanging around, but I think that's it for this. I'm gonna go ahead and I still have enough light. I'm gonna pop over. See the lights coming on, they're so pretty. I'm gonna pop over and show you the nutrients I added to the beds, in case anybody's wondering. But like I said, I'll link them below, but at least that way you know what you're looking for when you go to your local shops or whatnot. I'm just very excited about these peas. The marigolds I left in here because they're doing so well. This batch is doing better than this one. Like I said, I think we're supposed to be getting some heat this weekend, and then this one as well. So I didn't want to really take them out. I had more in here. I had another massive marigold in here. I don't know how well you can see that. There's a calendula in there now. It'll protect it from the sun a little. But this is just so pretty, I'm leaving it alone. And this kale I cut back, but it's coming back. But anyways, let me go ahead and show you those boxes, and then and then we'll go from there. Alright, so as promised, I don't have a lot of daylight, but I had the light that's up on the building over here. Gives me just enough light. So I was right, it does have a carrot right here. It's a BioLive. This just brings life back into the soil, basically. And then this is your all general purpose fertilizer. Again, it's not tomato growing season, but it's just your general purpose. What I do like is you can actually compost a box. I might shred it and toss it over in the worm bin, which on the worm bin, I have been harvesting about every week. I have a decent amount built up right now. You can see it over here. And then this is the stuff that I'm gonna be, I don't know how well you can see it. There we go. Top dressing the garden with. Oh, I can see some worms. So this is the stuff I'm gonna be top dressing the beds with. But if you guys want to see that video, let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Alright guys, that is it for today's episode. I hopefully kept that under 15 minutes. My garden tours always take so dang long. But anyways, don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Like the video. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, constructive criticism, please. I've said it before, I know YouTube is not always the nicest place, but this community I think is actually pretty nice. Also, Reddit is terrible. I don't know why I brought that up, but I'm just thinking about like places to get roasted for asking dumb questions. I'm not going to roast you for asking dumb questions. I may just link another video. I will try and answer it. If I get enough of the same question, then might do a video. Which brings me for that next point. If you guys have any questions, just ask. That's it. I'm trying to keep up with these videos once a week, maybe. I know I've been kind of lagging, but I just kind of wanted to get the garden in. If you shoot video, or if you're a YouTuber, you know that it's like when a toddler helps you, a kid helps you, it takes forever. It takes 2 or 3 times as long. But anyways, like I said, hit the bell notification, hit the subscribe button, and hit the thumbs up. Leave your comments, concerns, and that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.